cracking, YouTube? It's me, your host, Toon, aka the Comic Book Thug, once again bringing another comic book review. This time is for A-Force, issue number 1. I was very skeptical about getting this book. An all-female cast really didn't appeal to me, but since I'm so intrigued with the Secret Wars, I thought, hell, why not? Plus, with all the comics really coming to an end and only being Secret Wars, I needed something to review. So I said, why not? This is a number 1, it's a new book. Let's do it. So enough talk, let's jump straight into the comic. We open up and they show we're in the city of Arcadia, and it's a small, like, almost garden city, and we see that all the female heroes are like the protectors of the city. And we go to the Hall of Justice and we see Medusa, Spider-Woman, and She-Hulk. Spider-Woman in her old costume. I guess the Spider-Woman solo book is like not in continuity with this book, because you know she got a new costume, but she's in her old costume, the red and like yellow one. But I guess whatever. So we see that, and we see a shark attacking the town, like some like killer shark, and they find out it's a megalodon or whatever. You know what? One of well, not one of it's the biggest shark that ever existed, and it's been extinct for over 2 million years. So She-Hulk, she yells, X-Force assembles, and we see a small team. I'm sure they're gonna show more members of the team throughout the comic, but we see a small team. We see Captain Marvel, we see Sister Grimm, we see Dazzler, and we see Miss America, America Chavez. I think I'm saying Chavez. I think it's Chavez though. It might be Chavez. I'm just gonna say Chavez. But her code name is Miss America. So basically, after some fighting and back and forth, Miss America grabs the shark and she throws the shark over the border into the Deadlands. As soon as she does that, we see Sam Wilson, who's actually in this world a Thor. He actually looked like Hawkman. He looks like Hawkman. He comes down, but he's a Thor because he has his hammer. And we all know that the Thor is the police system of all of Battle World, so or Doomland or whatever. Doom World or whatever you want to call it. But he comes down and he arrests her, Miss America, for breaking the wall, breaking law number 1 of Doom, and that's don't breach the barriers. Like every city or town or whatever you want to call them, they got these barriers and they're separated. And the rule and law number 1 is you can't breach it. So her throwing that shark into the wasteland breached the wall, and she damaged the wall a little bit too. So She-Hulk, she tries to plead with Sheriff Strange, Doom's like left hand man or whatever, the law. But he says that you know the rule, you're the burn. Basically, she's the person in charge, more like Game of Thrones. She's like the king, or in her case, the queen of this place. So she knows the law, so there's nothing she can do. We also see, as they all saying their goodbyes, we see Loki walks up and hugs her, and the female Loki, not the male Loki, because we all know Loki has different forms, but in this world he's the female Loki. Hugs her, and they says goodbye as the Thors appear and takes her away. Excuse me, I just got tongue tied. One of the girls? Which one was it? It was Sister Grimm. Sister Grimm was very angry at She-Hulk, and she said that she should have been stronger, and if she's gonna be our leader, she gotta stand up for her. So as she walked away, some of the girls try to like say, "Don't worry, she's young and she doesn't know what she's saying," but She-Hulk actually agrees with her. She's gonna find out where did that shark come, because it appeared out of nowhere. So she calls the submarines submarine. I'm sorry, my accent. It's hard for me to pronounce their words. But basically, it's Nomar, no Norita, and Nomara. I'm probably saying two. I probably got Nomara's name right, but she says that she needs their help to find out where that shark come from. So we see them swimming. I mean, we see them going deep into the ocean to look for something. The comic basically closes with Sister Grimm sitting outside of the Bishop Lighthouse crying, and she sees a blue flash like appears to be falling from the sky. She thinks it's Miss America, and in actuality, when she finds the crash site, it's a woman that looks like her body is like covered with stars. She looks like her name would be like Miss Universe or something like that. She's like completely like galaxy form, and she asks, "Who are you?" And that's basically the comic ends. So all in all, it wasn't a bad book. It wasn't. It really had my attention a little bit, and I'm curious to see who this new character is. So like and I'm curious what I'm curious about that, like I'm looking forward to, not curious, sorry, look forward to is to see more female characters, because as you can see from the cover, it's a lot more female characters that they didn't even cover in this issue. They only covered like 5 or 6. I see Spider Gwen on here, Waltz, Jubilee, Storm, excuse me, Phoenix. I see a female Iron Man, which I am very curious to see about. Electron, Scarlet Witch, just to name a few. So it looks like the book is going to be good. Hopefully they keep up with this energy and this pattern, not just like start going into like female problems. How kind of like how the new Ultimates turned into, where they showed one issue was completely about them at the beach, and I was like, what? That's why I felt out of. I didn't even like that story arc. So hopefully they keep up with this. But that was my review for A-Force issue number 1. Let me know if you picked up this book or any other Secret War books in the comments below. Let me know if you liked it or disliked it and why. Leave your positive and negative comments below. Like, subscribe, share. Follow my Twitter and my Instagram, which is in the description below. And as always, from me, your host, Toon, a.k.a. the Comic Thug, have a nice day.
That's all, folks.